Hi friends, I'm Scott Giles and welcome to Power Talk, my podcast here on Facebook Live and YouTube. I cover topics related to spirituality, hypnotic coaching, and the hypnotic arts and sciences in general. If you'd like to know more about my professional work, and I hope you do, or sign up for my free e-newsletter, Power Lines, check out my website, which I'll tag at the end of this video. Now, there is an old saying, respect your elders. Well, I've never been very impressed by that commandment. Probably because in the family I was raised in, my elders were, in many cases, a crew of really awful people. So I learned to suspect my elders, not respect them. But in hindsight, that has sort of worked out because I don't dismiss the thoughts and ideas of people who are senior to me, but I don't just swallow those ideas and thoughts either. I give them critical consideration. And sometimes I do find someone who really has their stuff together and who has important things to say, and I pay attention. That's why I was delighted to run across an article by Dr. Gladys McGarvey, a physician who has practiced holistic medicine for a long time, who is still sharp and has helped people throughout her career, and who is 102 years old and still seeing her patients. She was the co-founder of the American Holistic Medical Association, and she's recently written a book titled The Well-Lived Life, a 102-year-old doctor's 6 secrets to health and happiness at any age. My friends, this woman knows what she is talking about. Now, she believes that most of us lean into stress in our lives, that we could with advantage instead lean away from. She tells the story of her mother, who had a gesture that she used whenever something worrisome happened. She would hold her hand out, palm up, and then swoop it down and back, and as she did this, she would say, "It doesn't matter." And then she'd dismiss it from her mind and get on with the business of her life, never giving that worrisome thing a second thought. Well, here's the full formula for doing this. First, figure out what in your life feels stuck. That is, something that really isn't working to your benefit. It may be working sort of. It might not be awful. It might be something you could tolerate, but it really doesn't serve you the best. Second, imagine that you could hold this stuck thing in your hand, or a symbol or a representation of it. Feel the stickiness. Squeeze your hand tight. Then perform the sweeping downward movement and say, "It doesn't matter." Now, I really like this tool, and it is a bit like the technique of thought stopping that I featured in one of my recent podcasts. Now, this is just one person's idea. Thought stopping has been around a long time, is backed by empirical research. This "it doesn't matter" idea is just a family tradition in one family. That said, I'm not willing to argue too hard with something that has kept a subject in such a low stress life that she has hit a spry and healthy 102 years of age. So I invite you to give it a try and see how it feels. I'm experimenting with it myself. And finally, check out her book. She's got 6 ideas that she uses all the time. And they are: first, spend your energy wildly. Look for things you can embrace in your life fully in order to stay motivated on a daily basis. Don't just sleepwalk through life. Have stuff that you're really passionate about, even if it's reading about some bizarre topic that only you are interested in, like the mating habits of poisonous frogs or something. But if that gives you passion, have it in your life. Second, remember that all life needs to move. Now, she means this physically, as in get some exercise, but also mentally, as in don't get set in your ways. Try out new ideas. Ditto for spirituality. We all should be on the path, exploring. There are going to be new things we're going to find, and things that did work that we choose to leave behind. That's okay. All life needs to move. There are many ways to be a spiritual person, a mentally sharp person, a physically well person. Don't get boring about it, and don't get stuck in your ways. Third, it is healthy to believe that you are on the earth for a reason. You might believe that reason is spiritual, like maybe you think it's karmic or God's will, or it might be an evolutionary reason. You're here to improve the gene pool, or psychological. You're here to help other people deepen themselves and thereby deepen a collective unconsciousness that all human beings share. But no doubt there is more to your life than the old saying, life's a bitch and then you die. There's a meaning in your life. See if you can find it. Fourth, you are not really alone. Now, I'm an introvert, I don't want to go outside. There are people out there. But the fact is, we're all born in a relationship. And even if you're a strong introvert like I am, you still need some companionship. Even if you hate people and long to live in isolation, you do well to get a dog or a cat. Cats are better. Her fifth idea is to remember that everything can be your teacher. Even mistakes or hardships can teach you something, and see if you can find a way to remember the lessons and forget the pain. Finally, affection or love is really important. Even animals seek it instinctively. My cats will come up to me with a simple request for affection. They don't want me to do something for them. They just want me to touch them, to stroke them, to speak to them gently, and to assure them that they're important to me. Even animals seek affection. Have some in your life if you can. So there you have it. Life lessons and a helpful technique from a 102-year-old practicing physician. Important stuff, I think. Hey, thank you for your time and attention today. I'll be back next week with another talk on a different subject. You are invited. It does help me if you let others know about my work and my videos, so please like, share, and subscribe. If I can be of help to you, don't hesitate to reach out through email, my website, or my Patreon channel. And for now, have a great week.